Left side seemed a little low tonight. I don't know, there we go. That's something. It's weird, but it's fine. Let's see, I got a friend on. I'm gonna try and join him. Mission carrier. I don't know what he's doing. I'll invite him in my group, though, I guess. Let him know I'm in the game and want to play.
You are now entering the safe area.
Upgrades can be purchased. 200.
New agent has joined your team.
What? Hey, you there? Hello?
I hear they're still finding patients over at the garden.
Can't talk right now. Keep up the good work.
I'm confused. There we go. Let's upgrade that.
Upgrades are all working good. Thanks for helping out, Agent.
Keep your head on straight. We'll see you later.
And, yeah.
Listen, just stay safe, okay?
There he is.
Hey, anything you're looking for?
Whoa. I didn't know all that. Stupid game. What's up, man?
Welcome back. I'm Rick Falassi, and you lucky bastards are listening to Wouldn't You Know It. And if you're listening, that means you really are a lucky bastard. You apparently won the genetic lottery. You can't catch the green poison like 95% of the rest of humanity. Oh, good. You got to sit around eating bonbons, watching people.
Oh yeah, I'm in a party. I forgot about that. Thought it was. I'll join his.
It's like the fucking 80s all over again. But what I want to know is this.
Hey, Lovin', you there?
The green poison.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was figuring out why I couldn't hear you talk.
Hey, gotta see it to believe.
For some reason, he hasn't done enough loving to me. I'm just messing.
Well, he hasn't done any loving to me either, so, you know, I feel you.
I didn't know he went for the guys. Uh-oh.
Oh, he goes both ways, trust me.
No, not really.
What do you want to see?
Only for the women, not for the guys.
Well, screw you then.
Underground? Do you not have underground games? Because I can't do underground.
Yeah, I don't have it. You want to give me the money to buy it?
No, you have to complete the freaking mission. It's your...
Secure quarantine center.
Yeah, you have to complete quarantine center.
Is that an incursion or something?
No, that's just a regular mission, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody's out there. Before you ask, no, I'm not drunk, because I might sound like it, but I'm not.
Hey, I might get drunk soon.
Please!
Aw, I'm sorry.
I have a bottle of ramen in my fridge right now. Sailor Jerry.
Taylor Jerry.
Well, I probably could drink a little bit, but not on an empty stomach, and I don't want to cook anything right now. And I don't want another bologna and cheese sandwich.
What and cheese sandwich?
Bologna.
and cheese.
Oh, please, you should go with ham and turkey. And Colby
Well-
Jack.
Actually, for some reason, my stomach won't eat ham or turkey. I mean, I like peppered. I like peppered ham.
No, she should go with roast beef sandwich with freaking
There we go. Well, I've eaten some roast beef sandwiches that weren't. Like the roast beef was really gross.
What you got?
You should go to Arby's. They have really good roast beef sandwiches.
I want to get a big fuck.
I love Arby's. I actually splurged for Arby's.
Okay.
My
The
sister.
best thing about Arby's is the Jamocha shake.
I've never tried it.
I like their cheddar melts at Arby's.
They're what?
I like
Their
their
cheddar
barbecue.
melts.
I like their barbecue
Oh yeah. Oh.
sandwiches.
Yeah, the best thing they got though is the Jamocha shake. If you haven't had it, loving, you should order it like now.
I can't. I don't have any money.
I don't either.
Damn it. I don't see this quarantine center.
You know what I want? Even though I had it the other day?
What?
Domino's. But I want barbecue wings, not pizza.
You
Oh.
know what you should get? You should get a barbecue chicken pizza. There you go.
Ew, no. No,
I'm
I
with
like
her on
eating
that.
The chicken wings off the bones. I like finger foods, but I like finger chickens.
I like barbecue sauce on my pizza,
I
but
should
not
shut
barbecue
up, 'cause
chicken.
That sounded really weird.
Wait, say it again.
I like finger chickens.
Finger
Wait a minute,
chicken
why
fingers?
not do underground?
We confirm phase
No,
one.
I like to eat the chicken with my fingers.
Come take a
I don't know what that mission is,
It's
man.
a finger
My
food for
server's
me.
a piece of crap. That's why I can't do underground.
Secure quarantine center. I don't see that anywhere on the
Oh,
map.
No, what I like about the wings is I don't like the barbecue wings per se. I love the hot wings. Really hot. They have to be like burn your back. Oh, they gave me hot sauce from Domino's and it burned the shit out of the back of my hand.
I ate
That's
some.
how you know it's good hot sauce.
In case either of you know, I'm streaming right now. I just do not know if I have party audio shared.
Oh, I don't have mine set up, so you don't have to worry about me.
Oh, you know what it is, dude? We gotta redo all those green missions. Medical missions?
All of them?
Fuck.
Yup.
Fuck.
That's what she said.
Hey, gotta see it to
Because I
believe
have
it.
underground, dude. You just won't let me.
No woman has ever said she wanted to fuck me. So.
Probably because no one's actually been interested in it.
Oh, I've had men interested in me, okay? And women both. But they're
You better go after the men then.
Now everybody knows about the JDM, right?
they're both dumb shits. Everyone I come across is a dumb shit.
Guard, reservists, doing what they can to keep some semblance of civic order. Keeping things from totally falling to shit.
For me, I like me a good man.
You like what?
I can literally say everything
I like
except
me a
underground.
good
What the
man.
Nice.
How would you like to say
No, I
everything
tend
except
to never find one.
Presidential Directive 51.
Yeah, you know what's weird about that?
You wouldn't have.
Every woman I've ever tried to get with has said they wanted a good man, but then they pass me up for the next piece of shit down the line.
To provide what the
No,
Yep, I've heard
for
that many
me,
times
what
too.
I want is a man who's actually, you know, not gonna hurt me.
You find out how it works,
As in how?
which is they got clandestine.
I would never hurt a woman. I was raised. My mama raised me right.
Agent, I got something for you.
Good to hear.
Our government has sleeper cells in our own
My ex
goddamn
didn't have
country.
his mama raising
NSA
him.
types who look and
Aw.
sound like you and me.
Kind of
See
turned
anything you
out
like?
fairly bad in the woman aspect. He blames his mom for everything, and he takes it out on me. So
That's fucking shitty.
it doesn't help that I broke up with him several months ago, but somehow still managed to get pregnant with his kid again.
Okay. That's just weird.
Yeah, shouldn't have happened. That's for sure.
Oh, I have left that.
Free my ass.
I did not know that.
Hey, I got something new right here.
But he did after all. My first one,
Confirm phase
I
1 was
somewhat
a
agreed
success.
to adoption
Repeat,
because
phase
I was only 19. I was
Agent,
almost
we,
20
meaning Dr.
at the
Candle,
time that I
need you
found
to
out I was
secure the
pregnant.
Hudson Rail Yards area. The
And
yards have
so
become
we
a tent city
decided
for
on
the destitute
adoption.
and desperate. The people forced out of every place else end up
But,
here.
you know, the
What we're
second
looking
one,
for is blood samples from those refugees, clean ones,
He,
sick ones, and ones who might have survived the dollar flu for Dr. Candle to work her magic on. So if you secure that, we can do the rest.
Okay, I could tell you some stuff.
for some reason, he just, you know, didn't want to keep it and made horrible comments about me and got my baby taken from me. Blamed it all on me, of course.
So this guy took your baby from you.
He didn't take my baby from me. Child Protective Services did.
Because he was spitting shit about you?
Yep. Saying that I should be on medication for the ADHD I have. Technically,
Okay.
I was.
Now,
and I found
ADHD
out
has absolutely
I was
nothing to do with being a parent or guardian. I know that because I have it and I help
Yeah,
take care of my
I know.
niece.
I fucking hate him for it, but you know what? Even I know I would have been a good parent because I took damn good care of that baby.
Right.
But nobody seemed to want to understand that, you know, even if I'm disabled or have a disability, I'm not into. They think everybody with a disability needs to be on medication.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
And
this
when you're
ability.
allergic to the medication, it makes it 10 times more difficult to be on the medication.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
I mean, I'm allergic to 3 out of 4 of the medications I have taken. And the 4th one gave me a major headache.
Sounds a little bit like my mom. She's got like 20 different medications and not all of them go well for her. To say the least.
Yep. They put me on the strongest medication. They put me on Abilify right off the bat. And that worked so well for me. And then I developed an allergy for it. And we found that most other medications I take don't have the same effect as Abilify did.
Like, how
They're like,
allergic
"Oh,
was
yeah,
it to
we
you?
need to get you tested for bipolar and autism and you're gonna have to be checked for insanity and shit like that."
What the fuck?
I mean, I have. There is no surprise about needing might need some therapy, which I have. I mean, I
Right.
have no objection to that because, well, for one, them, and for two, I have sexual abuse in my past, and actually, that's what they're looking at. They're saying I'm abusing and neglecting my kid, when actually, I don't think they even understand the meaning of abuse and neglect.
That means they've got antibodies to it that I need to have a hope in hell of fighting this thing.
Oh my
I probably
lord.
know more about it than
Having
they
a
do.
broader genetic diversity of virus samples will help us track the virus's rate of mutation.
That's absolute
And so,
shit.
my ex's mom took him in for a little while, as much as we did not want her to take him.
Great.
And, after we
Active echo beacon detected.
after we got him back, hang on, give me a sec, I gotta get my thoughts straight again.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Now that's gotta be ADHD. Because it happens to me a lot.
It is ADHD. It is ADHD. I've had it since I was 8, and now they're trying to diagnose me with 2 other different things. Completely different on the spectrum of ADHD. And you know, technically, well, they're sitting there telling me I need to get like, I need to make an appointment to get tested for it. I'm like, come on.
That's what they tell me about shit, you know? Like if I want to find my blood type or some shit like that, I gotta make an appointment, spend $200-300 on a test where all they have to do is take a little bit of blood. Or just look at my file.
It, thankfully.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't know about mine. I got free man's insurance.
Yeah. Well, apparently how they test for ADHD and bipolar and stuff like that is they have you sit with a counselor for several weeks, and your counselor will determine whether or not you have ADHD. Actually, a psychiatrist. I've gone through 2 different psychiatrists, and both of them have seen ADHD.
Well,
nothing else.
I bet an actual psychiatrist could help you more than a doctor.
I bet you a whole different court system could help me more in general.
Alright.
You know what happened the last time I went to the courthouse?
They fucked you over?
Well, for one, they gave me the wrong time for the appointment.
Shit.
For 2, yeah. For 2, I don't even know when the next one is, and the next one's to adopt my son out. Thankfully, the parents of my first son, the adoptive parents of my first son are willing to take him in. So thankfully I have a bit of a leeway there. And I told them the only way you guys are going to get us to get rid of him is if they are allowed to adopt him. So they've been striving for that one.
Yeah.
But the judge, the last time I went to the courthouse, the judge fucking says, "You realize your kid's not a dog, right?"
What was that in response to?
I was so mad, but I didn't say anything because, you know, they have it. I bet you they expected me to say something. And to be honest, I wanted to. I just about had enough. So, I think the next time I go in, I'm gonna actually remark to the judge, since it's the same one. I'm gonna make the remark of the last time I was in here, you made it look like I thought my son was some kind of animal, which in my opinion was highly offensive, because I do not see him as such, and he has been thrown around like a bone to a pack of wild dogs and has not had a sense of stability, and he's nearly a year and a half old.
On second thought, never mind.
They basically just ruined my baby.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing we did was, oh, here's the shitty part. So, I had my baby in the hospital and all. Well, I didn't have him in the hospital. He kind of decided to come out in my bathroom.
Oh,
so we
shit.
called an ambulance. I went, yeah, I had a natural birth in my bathroom by myself. So we went to the hospital and we stayed there for, you know, the 24-hour time period. But they said I couldn't go home. So, I mean, they made up an excuse saying he has, you know, he might have jaundice. We're going to test him again. The next day, CYFD comes in and says, you can't take him home.
Why the fuck not?
Well, for one, our house wasn't exactly clean. We had a dog, and whenever we left, she would jump out of her area and go on the carpet. So there was no way to prevent her from going on the carpet. No matter what we did, we could not get we could not get her to stop. So, basically the carpet, you know, did smell, and we did try to clean it and all that before I had my baby, went to the hospital. I laid down plastic before I went in, so that if she went on the plastic. My ex never once picked up after her while I was in the hospital.
So there's what,
Never
4
once.
piles of dog shit?
There was 4 to 5 days worth of shit there when I got home.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I was in the hospital from Monday to Saturday because of the bullshit they put me through. So, during that time, I was immensely stressed out, and I was not too happy. My ex decided to get rid of the dog without asking me permission. Just immediately took the CYFD, took what they said, and just went and took her to the animal shelter without even letting me say goodbye.
The dog?
The dog. The one thing I could actually talk to the entire time I was pregnant, and the only thing that actually gave me more affection during my pregnancy. I mean, she gave me more affection than my own boyfriend, who's now my ex.
Right.
Got more kisses from the dog than I ever got from him. So, he got rid of her. And we haven't gotten an animal since, even as much as I wanted to. I mean, they're pretty much the only thing I can actually talk to. The only thing I'm comfortable to talk with. People have been very, very hard for me to be around.
Right.
Yeah, bullying in high school and sexual abuse when I was 3 and moving a lot and being severely malnourished when I was 8. Yeah. So we had to make an quick emergency plan for someone to take him in for the time being. So we took him to so he doesn't even talk to me about it. He immediately tells his mom, take him in. Take our son in. I do not like his mom. I do not approve of her way of parenting. I do not trust her. Because she literally abandoned him on his doorstep. On her doorstep. She kicked him out at 16. Well, her husband did, but she did nothing to stop it.
Right.
So, and her daughter's a spoiled little brat. He has a sister that's, oh goodness, 17 years younger than him. So, yeah, she's worse than any kid I've ever been around. And she seems to only ever listen to me. Which is kind of nice, because when I'm there, I tell her, Caitlin, please don't do that. I don't need you doing that right now. And she'll listen.
This area is safe.
I mean, the last time I was there, she pinched the shit out of my leg. And I told her to stop. And unfortunately, you know, with ADHD, sometimes you can't control it. You can't control your rage. I was starting to get mad. And I didn't want to cause her pain, because I'd done a lot of that to my sister as a kid, and I didn't need anybody else to go through that. So what I did was, you know that little flap of skin between your thumb and your forefinger?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I bite my fingernails, so I have no nails to pinch that.
Mm-hmm.
But get my fingers in there, you will yelp. You will be crying in pain. My sister had fingernails. I still outdid her with pinching. I feel proud of that, because she was always the one that initiated that. Good luck. Like, it was like a mercy thing, where you'd have to say mercy or uncle. So she wouldn't let go of my leg. I have a mark on my leg still from it, but she wouldn't let go. So I pinched her right there, right between the thumb and the forefinger, really hard. And she said, ow, Courtney, why'd you do that? Her mom comes around the corner. I told her, she kept pinching me. She said, you two better get along. I sat there like, what the hell? You aren't gonna do anything to stop your kid from disrespecting someone else? So,
Probably because they weren't
she said, "Caitlin,
taught right.
So they took their dogs. Her mom told her that she had to take the dog outside, and I refused to go outside at that point with her. So she and her mom went outside, and my ex was still my boyfriend at the time, and it was his birthday. We were celebrating his birthday down there. So I was raging mad. I didn't say anything, but he was dozing on the couch next to me. He said he snapped awake in an instant, as if he snapped awake and saw, literally looked at me and was terrified. He thought he did something wrong when he was dozing. He said, did I do something when he woke up? Because apparently it was like coming off in waves. So I told him what happened, and he was like, that's very rude and disrespectful. So his mom and his sister came back in, and I told Dawn, his mom, if my daughter sat here and pinched me like your daughter did, I would have sent her to bed without so much as dessert. But seeing as it is her brother's birthday and we hardly ever come down, I was very lenient.
Got a piece here that's calling your name.
And yeah, pretty much immediately after cake, we went home.
They come back in one piece, you hear?
I couldn't sit there. We actually had that conversation in the car. What the hell happened?
Damn.
I got so mad because your sister was doing physical damage to my body, bodily harm. And I can't control my rage when that happens, so yeah. I mean, I told her mom after I got back up to my house, I texted her and told her, don't you let your kid pinch me ever again, because I will not be able to control what I do. And I sent her a picture of the mark that was on my leg.
Damn.
But yeah, so back to the baby thing. So
right.
She took him in. So her husband's an alcoholic. He was 1 year alcohol free, and they decided that they'd allow him to be a safety monitor as well. Even though everyone, my mom, my dad, Chris, and me, Chris is my ex, we all knew he would fall off the bandwagon easily. And over time, he started getting worse. I saw it right off the bat. He was drinking, like, cans of alcohol that were, let me see, a regular can is about, yeah, he's drinking a 24 fluid ounce can of, like, beer, like 3 or 4 of them in 2 hours, approximately. And he was constantly drinking them, even when I was there. So, actually, he slowed down to about 1. Then he started hitting the harder stuff. And 6 months after my son was taken into was allowed to be in their care,
You're an inspiration to us all.
my ex's stepdad
Yeah.
was well, my ex's sister went to school one day and she wasn't acting right. She was kind of avoiding a lot of stuff. So they sent her to school counselor, and she told her school counselor that her dad had gotten aggressive from alcohol, and her mom told her to go to either she took my baby out to the car or hid in the closet with her, and she had bruises on her wrists. And they knew for a fact it was bullying because it looked like a man grabbed her arms. So my son was immediately taken from that household, and that was a big "I told you so" moment for CYFB, because we told them, You cannot leave him alone with the baby. So, oh yeah, and also she completely kicked me out of the mothering dynamic. I ran out of milk. I wanted to, you know, breastfeed my baby the entire time, but I ran out of breast milk. I was unable to go down and see him because she always argued the fact that I took him to my mom's house every weekend.
Why would he argue that?
I don't know why she did that. She gained an unhealthy attachment to my son and started treating him like her own son instead of mine. So I wasn't able to change his diapers, I wasn't able to give him bottles, I wasn't allowed to do any of the parenting things while I was there, even though the CYFD told me that was the obligation for us. We were supposed to take care of the baby, while the grandparents were supposed to make sure we were not harming him.
Right. Not take
In the
over
long run,
completely.
he was taken from them. Then my parents took him in. He was about 7 months at the time.
What?
So my parents took him in. And he was 4 months in development. Seriously, his brain development was at 4 months. And when my parents took him in, they decided they could at that point because they couldn't do it right away because they worked all the time, and mom and dad were they had a lot of worries, and I didn't want to, you know, bother them. So they were able to take him in, and he did a 2-month development leap. In 1 month's time, he went up to about 7 months development.
Agent, you need to hear this.
And he was about 8 months old. So he was about 8 months old when the next bullshit happened. So I was going down to see him normally, and the CYFD had supposedly closed the case. So we were able to sit with our son and be alone with him and spend time with him as long as it was at my parents' house. So we were able to do that.
Every day, doctor.
Then one morning my mom called me up a Monday morning and told me they took your son from us. I asked her why they did that. And she said, well, they were saying some bullshit about you taking him home and that you were abusing him and that you were not, that we were letting you go off with him. When in all reality, the only time they ever let me go off on my own was when I went to the nursery. And because Dawn was no longer his guardian, but had an unhealthy attachment to him, she kept trying to interfere with my time with him, so I had to lock the nursery door.
Any infected refugees alive. I mean, obviously,
So,
keep them all alive, but I need those virus samples, and I really need viable antibody
they took them from my parents. And then they started, I mean, we even told them, we even asked them, like, what happened. They said, oh, he had a diaper rash, oh, he had an ear infection. Then 3 weeks later, they said, oh, well, you were taking him home, and oh, you were being left alone with him. And I told them, well, I thought we closed the case. And it turns out, the day before we had a court hearing, they took him into a foster home. They've put him in a foster home at this time. So the day before we had a court hearing, they had us sign papers saying that the case was closed. And all throughout this time, they were lying to us. I mean, they kept saying, oh, you'll be able to get him back. Oh, you'll be able to do this. Oh, you'll be able to do that.
Have you tried looking into the Legal Shield people?
Who?
Legal Shield?
The problem is, this whole bullshit ends in January.
Well, next month.
I would still look them
Yeah.
up.
I will. So what happened was, we've been going to court, and the judge, they haven't even allowed me to say anything. Apparently my lawyer worked with CYFD for 8 years. everything the CYFD has said, and never once taken into consideration anything I have said. Except for the last time we had the meeting. I got so upset that they told me the wrong time that they actually managed to get me in after every appointment that happened. So, actually, while I was sitting outside, I asked several families that were sitting out there, so why are you guys here today? Because CYFD took our kid. How's that been going? Terribly. They've been lying to us.
Confirmed. It's Napalm B, all right.
I literally had a woman come up and say they were lying to my daughter about how badly she was taking care of, about, you know, how she was taking care of him. They actually slammed her with abuse and neglect when her boyfriend was the one that was wrong.
Right.
Okay, so what's CYFD?
Child Protective Services, CPS, CYFD, Children, Youth and Families Department. So I've been half tempted to actually get the Santa Fe department involved instead of the Espanola one, because everybody knows the Espanola CYFD is a crook. They literally do all this bullshit just to save themselves money. I mean, you know how everyone has a right to a lawyer if they go to court.
Not just the right to a lawyer, they have a lot of other rights that they ain't giving you right now, and it's bullshit.
Well, we were, they said that we were allowed to, that if we wanted, we could skip the whole evidence thing and shit like that. But I really didn't want. Except when one person says it's okay, apparently they do it. So, throughout this whole ordeal, none of my feelings or thoughts were taken into consideration. I mean, I didn't want to adopt him out. I didn't want to sit down and have this talk without having some sort of evidence as to why they took my son and why he has been put into foster care. I mean, there has been no sign of abuse or neglect to my son outside of being devastated after leaving the hospital and not being able to go home with him. There are many, I mean, I was literally grieving during that whole time, and I could never get through it because they'd start changing everything, and they made it worse during the past few months. My son isn't even starting to talk. He's supposed to be walking at this time too, and apparently he hasn't started walking. I mean, they've thrown him behind several months by taking him from stability, putting him in another place, having him get stability again, then taking him out of it again, and throwing him into another place. I mean, in 16 weeks, in 16 months, he has been moved around 4 times. It is. I am so pissed off at them. And you know what? Frankly, I don't think I'll be able to take him back. I mean, I love my son and all that, but the entire time I've been working with them, not once have they found someone who can help me, who can teach me how to, you know, work with a toddler, because this is actually the first time I've taken care of a toddler. So I've even asked them if there's programs out there that can help me.
There's all kinds of programs.
And you know when they started considering
and books and other shit.
But the problem is the child has to be with the parents for many of those programs. The one time they actually offered that, the one time they actually took into consideration the fact that I needed help was when I mentioned it in the courthouse. I actually brought it up in court, saying that I needed someone to help. I need someone to, help work with me since this is the first time I've dealt with a toddler. And
Right.
because I brought it up in court, the CYFD had to follow with it.
Without contaminating the samples, I assume.
But the thing is, here's the thing. My lawyer was paid for by the CYFD, and the judge is apparently CYFD, pro CYFD.
Get moving, agent.
So you're basically getting cornered.
Basically, I'm trapped. Yep. I've been fucked over since day one, and it feels like somebody just shoved a hand up my asshole and ripped it out.
Oh shit, that's disgusting.
This is Dr.
No, think of the pain, not the grossness of it. Think of the pain. All right, let me put it this way: somebody shoved their hand in my chest and just ripped out my heart. Is that better?
Age, gender, ethnicity,
I've seen that on TV.
on a 10-point scale.
Yeah.
I have too.
I'm sure that
Indiana Jones, you've seen it then.
Doctor, but maybe this
I've seen Indiana Jones, but I don't recall someone's heart getting punched out.
they don't have faith in your agent. Lieutenant, you'll radio the doctor as soon as the area is
That's
secure.
something I like to talk about. I have hemophobia, so I'm afraid of blood. Oh, so there.
I know someone who had that. Oh, I almost wanted to bleed just to watch him like squirm a little bit. But I mean, I was in high school at the time, so I definitely want to do that
you
now.
were an ass.
Hey, I wanted to do it. I never said I did it.
I'm just messing.
No, she's just messing with you.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I've been put through a lot of suffering,
You know the
and
situation
it's made
is too late for these
it's
people.
made it really difficult for me.
They're dead, every one of them. But it's not
Well,
too late for us.
So I
If we do what we gotta do, it might not be too late for the rest of the country.
I'm sorry you've had such a shit time.
Yeah, well, there's no fixing it at this point. I mean, I haven't gone down since my son turned. I didn't even get to see my son on the first birthday.
Okay, you need a different lawyer, not somebody they pay for.
We've actually talked about it. I have a counselor, and we've actually talked about it. Yeah. No, my counselor thinks I should too, because my little moon toaster. Hey.
So you were saying?
I know she tends to break down every now and then. About her lawyer, her counsel saying that she should get another lawyer.
Yeah, no, we've talked about getting another lawyer, but it hasn't quite happened.
Where you at?
I'm down in front of you, man. But yeah, you should definitely look up Legal Shield.
Are you on Destiny?
Right in front of you.
I told you I was in
No,
front
I'm
of you,
not.
man.
No, you're way in front of me. I thought you were right in front of me.
No.
You get Curse of Osiris.
Already done.
What did you say?
Hey, Loving, how is it you joined my group, but we're facing enemies of your level?
I have no idea, dude.
They were my level before you came into the mission zone, and then they, like, went up to your level.
Because I joined you.
It's bullshit.
I know.
I've had higher level players join me before and that didn't happen.
I don't know them, man. What to tell you?
I need to look at this
It's the
shit.
game, not me, dude.
So you were saying?
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
Well, you were, and then that kid joined, and
Yeah, and then you just stop talking.
Yeah, I stopped talking.
Agent, if you
enemy
can
level
find
25. How?
someplace safe.
I have no idea, dude.
I'm not even getting any of the experience either.
Yeah, so apparently it might be too late for me to get my son back.
Well, it's never too late. I can guarantee you that.
Well, the problem is...
Because of the shit
this
that's going on
final
with my
hearing-
sister.
Well, the problem is this final hearing is to have my son placed with the family that we agreed to. So this is basically the hearing where we are going to be forced to
Now,
give up
sample
our
team,
parental
listen
rights.
up. Like I was saying, I'm gonna need those blood samples.
Well, even if you do that, there should always be a chance to appeal it. Appeal the decision.
So we don't bore the agent.
I'm not going to be able to get him back by myself anyways.
How come?
My ex is not going to be of any support. Well, he would, but the problem is, he won't clean, he doesn't do household chores. Which, our house is a mess still.
Well, he's your...
Even as much
Right
as
now,
I
he's your
can.
ex, right?
What?
Right now, he's your ex, right?
Yes.
So you shouldn't be living with you then.
Well, the problem is, he claimed paternity.
I don't...
So we're sticking together for the image.
I mean, those refugees, of course. It gave us something to think about. There's another report in the database for you to look at.
Yeah, she's in a system.
Send his ass to military boot camp for 6 weeks or something. That'd set him straight.
Oh, that's freaking funny.
They'd make sure he knows how to fucking clean shit. They'll be cleaning toilets with toothbrushes and all kinds of shit. And I'm
You
pretty...
wanna do the Broadway Emporium mission?
What?
Broadway Emporium?
I still didn't hear that.
Broadway Emporium. That's the mission.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast travel over there.
You mean like help?
And give me 2 seconds.
Now see, I select it. It's enemy level 9.
When I select this enemy 25. Well, I'll be right back. I'll look at the system.
But as I was saying, I'm fairly certain the military has programs for non-military people to go through a boot camp thing.
If I wasn't pregnant, I'd be doing that.
I would do it if I had money to. Oh, if I wasn't worried about getting sent overseas, I'd just join the National Guard right here, right now.
I'd rather go overseas.
What
I'd rather
the
just
fuck?
get the fuck out of this state. But the problem is, I might have to have a home birth. And keep it secret. Because I'm pregnant again, and I'm fairly certain they'll try to come again and take my baby again. And I don't know how I'd be able to handle that emotionally. I'd probably break.
Damn.
Okay, So Moon is your lawyer and your judge all in New Mexico?
Yes.
I think that's why you're getting screwed over.
Yeah, probably. And my lawyer
You-
used
you
to
can-
work for CYFD.
No, but that's the thing. If you have a lawyer that's up there, you're gonna get
Don't
screwed
be
over.
shy.
Because they're a freaking government.
The problem
company.
is New Mexico is one of the easiest states to have a baby taken from you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're thing is
That's
already
why
corrupted,
if I have another
government.
kid, I might have to leave the state for a few months. Or have a
Technically,
home
if you
birth and keep it secret.
But technically, if you wanna have your kid back, you should fight to
Well,
have
the problem is, I don't even know about that now. I don't even know if I want him back. I mean, yeah, guaranteed I want him back, but the problem is, we used to have a bond. The problem is, I don't want to have to deal with trying to create that bond again, and having to learn in the middle of what I'm doing how to take care of a toddler. It's easier to take care of a baby from the beginning. I mean, I don't know how to explain it better.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
Basically, for me, it would be more difficult to take my son back as he is now, because he would become more of a troubled child than I have ever been.
And that would be more
And
difficult for you.
I don't know how well I'd be able to handle it. I don't think I could handle a troubled child. Sounds horrible, doesn't it?
That's
No.
why you should have had your meetings and all that with the judge here in LA, like in California. It would have worked out better for you.
If I had not had my kid in New Mexico, it would have worked out better for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
So you live in New Mexico?
Yes.
Move to a different state, definitely, at some point. But keeping a birth secret ain't gonna change how shit's
I
gonna
know.
end up happening. That's what sucks.
What I'm planning on doing is, before I have the baby, I think I'm gonna sterilize the house front to back. So when I do have the baby, I think I'm gonna have a midwife, or I'm gonna do a home delivery myself, and have a midwife present. So
Either
when
way,
I do
having a
have the
midwife
baby-
there is important.
Yeah, I know.
Not and
No, I know what you mean. It would be all around better for the baby too, anyways. So if the midwife comes in and finds no fault with my house, there's no reason to call the CYFD.
no.
Unless somehow she does previous information, she looks into previous cases and finds out that I've had a son taken.
Yeah, but through a whole ton of bullshit, not because Child Protective Services themselves, but because of people that got a hold of them.
Yeah.
Talking shit about you.
Actually, no. Child Protective Services. Actually, you know what they did? They did it off of assumptions of how I was.
Right.
I got a whole list of all of their information about what happened during the entire time they were with us. The first 6 months, since it was a completely different, class of what was going on. Now we're working with a social worker. But, what they had in there was, they had 26 pages of all the problems and everything they've tried to fix. 24 were about me. You barely saw Chris's name in there, enough to fill out a 3-sentence paragraph. My parents were half a page, and my ex's parents were a whole page. Yeah, so all of the problems they found were with me. And not once did they discuss these problems.
Or even check to see if any of them were true.
Yeah. They didn't even dig into my past.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried my damnedest to be better than my mom. Who gave me up, literally dropped me off on my aunt and uncle's doorstep when I was 3. I even had sexual abuse with suspected penetration. Yeah. When I was 3, and again when I was 4.
Object test negative for viral contamination.
And I remember it. I actually remembered that bullshit.
Okay, Agent, you're looking for any bills our pal
And then
used to spread his original virus strain.
there was
Ables as one of his primary launching pads.
foster care. My aunt took us away from my uncle, and we were then taken into foster care. And
not to make a whole thing out of it, but if you don't find some
when we went into foster care, when we got out, we were in the bottom 10 percentile of children for our weight. We were severely underweight.
now, see, I don't know about that because most of the children in the United States of America are fat as hell.
Yep.
Fat as hell.
For kids my age group, here's the problem. They're looking at kids that were our height in our age group. But we were nothing, seriously, we were nothing but skin and bones. We were literally skeletons under our own skins. That is why we were in the bottom 10 percentile for kids our weight, and our weight. We were in the bottom 10 percentile in weight for kids in our age group. There we go. The problem is, my sister and I, we're both nothing but skin and bones, as I said before.
Temperature rising. Elevated levels
Right.
of carbon dioxide detected.
Uh-oh. Sounds like there's
So,
a fire in the building. I'll start
after
feeding Isaac
foster
the
care, we
structural
finally
blueprints in
found a
case he
stable
needs them.
home.
Calculating route to emergency
But
fire suppression system controls.
there were side effects to shit that happened. My sister doesn't even remember the first few years. I mean, she doesn't even remember like the first 5 years of her life.
Damn.
I've blocked out pretty much everything after. Yeah. That's why there's speculation about, you know, penetration. There's some memory effects there that seem to affect. Basically, I'm never able to relax enough to go, you know, number 2. So that's one reason they have speculation that there may have been anal penetration when I was a kid, because there's trauma. I don't know how to explain that.
Emergency fire suppression.
Now you're explaining it just fine, trust me.
On upper floors. Manual
Yeah, no,
override
sorry.
required.
You keep going. I'll keep digging through these schematics and tell Isaac where the overrides are.
I mean, if you're having trouble taking a shit, it could be something just like with your skeleton, not because of something that happened to you.
Oh no, I've been pretty much checked out back to front and top to bottom. Literally, I've gotten it checked out so many times, and it takes me 5 days to shit still. I've used stool softeners, and it still takes me 5 days to shit. I've used fibers. Still takes me.
Let
5
me
days
tell
to
you
shit.
what. Ask them for the stuff they give men who need to clean out their colon before proctology or whatever the fuck it is, and they'll do it just fine.
Take it.
Huh?
The problem is I might not be able to take it because I'm preggers.
I doubt it's anything
They
dangerous
recommend-
like
The
that.
thing is, they recommend against stool softeners when you're pregnant.
Yeah, because it makes the shit harder.
Well, then you know what? Just drink a ton of coffee. That'll do it
Also,
too.
your metabolism is a lot slower when you're pregnant, anyways. So that's what causes you to have constipation when you're pregnant.
Well, that can't be possible because from what I know,
No, your metabolism slows down when you're pregnant, which means your body is passing stuff through it slower.
I would check and make sure that's an actual fact.
Oh no, it is. It is. There's thousands of symptoms of pregnancy, and that is one of them that is highly common.
You know, sometimes though, I wonder if these symptoms are just there to
It's caused
women
by
wanting to
pregnancy
get
hormones,
shit for
CG
nothing.
or something like that. No. A woman can eat a crap ton of fiber when they're pregnant. They actually recommend you do so that you do shit more often. But and more often than not, no matter how much fiber you eat, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know that feeling because I have genetic constitution, so sometimes when I go, it's not really hard, sometimes it's not for days.
Yeah, and morning sickness, they're not entirely sure what causes it.
Changing hormones.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking what caused it. That and you're since you have a baby growing inside of you, they're starting to take up space and they actually move your intestines. Yeah, your uterus pushes your intestines back and up.
Alert. Potential hostiles approaching.
So when you're further along in your pregnancy, if you have morning sickness later on in your pregnancy, usually it's pertaining to the fact that your digestive tract is shifted, different position.
By the baby.
Also, I mean, you're getting a crap ton of hormones. You're pregnant, and stress. You also, oh god. You want to hear some of the dreams that I had when I was pregnant with my last son?
What?
Alright, so...
Please say there's a sex dream with a female celebrity.
No.
Damn!
That's his
I
dream
know
right
you'd
there.
love that. I know you would love that, but no. Alright, so you know how have you heard that most pregnant women usually have dreams and there's usually a baby involved in it? Like they have extremely vivid dreams and there's a baby involved in it?
No.
I've heard of that. I have.
You have?
I have. I don't know about the other guy, but I have.
Yeah. So I can say
Shit.
it's 100% true. I've had 3. I'll tell you now, I've had 3. So, the first dream, I had a zombie apocalypse nightmare. Not nightmare per se, but a zombie apocalypse dream. So I was driving down a road and I found 2 identical cars. 2 completely identical cars. They sort of look like, I think they were Mercedes-Benz, the SUV.
Like I said, no pressure.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know where it came from, but I think it was from a game I played a while ago, but I can't remember what it was.
That's a photo. You proceed.
I don't watch enough Top Gear to know a vehicle by its maker model.
Well, it's sort of got like the Volkswagen sort of front, and then like the it's more angled towards the front in the back, so the top is more towards. So the bottom of the car is more out than the top is.
Object test negative for viral contamination.
In the back for the trunk. Fuck, I could probably draw a picture of it. and know exactly what it
exactly
is.
what Claire's talking about. It's talking about the E-Class 320 or 350 for that
It
wagon.
might be.
Well, is what the car is really important to the dream?
No, well, no, not really. In the other two, they were. What happened was
Bingo. That's gotta be our
I was driving in one of the cars. There was a baby in the back seat. My dad was driving the other one. For some reason, my dad's always been involved in the dreams. Probably because I'm more connected to him.
Another manual override for the fire suppressor
Because
system.
I'm not very connected with my mom. I don't like my mom, but I like my dad. So my dad was driving the other car. So
I'm more connected with my mom than my dad.
So we stopped at a gas station. I don't know what the hell happened after that because I think I kind of woke up. But I do know for a fact I was trying to pump gas and then I woke up.
Huh. Some of my
With the second one.
some of my most vivid dreams have either involved dinosaurs, end of the world, not like zombie type shit though, just like me and a few people, nobody else in the entire world was there, and space.
Oh wow.
But more specifically, like what would you? I don't know what's up there, like a space center or something for astronauts or some
Space
shit.
station.
That's it.
Station.
It'd be space stations, but they'd be crashed on Earth. I even had one dream where it was post-apocalyptic with dinosaurs and a crashed spaceship on Earth. That was actually badass, because that dream had a badass woman in it that could like do kung fu and shit.
I was really efficient with guns during my dreams. Like I know nothing about guns, but I was really efficient with them in my dreams.
And every one of my dreams with dinosaurs, I could talk to them.
Oh jeez, that sounds awesome.
It was awesome, except for the constant threat that they would betray me and eat me. Hey,
that sounds fun.
first time I watched Jurassic Park, I had nightmares for 6 months after.
I loved Jurassic Park. I watched it when I was a kid, and I could not stop watching it.
Nobody loves it more than me, I swear.
I like the original better than the new
I
one.
swear, I still have it on VHS, and I watch it all the bloody time.
So do I. Okay, well maybe not the first one, but I got the third one and the second. Actually, no, I do. I have the first one, the second one, and the third one. All on VHS.
Stupid lizard person.
What the fuck?
An Argonian. Yeah.
Oh, Skyrim, huh?
Oh, you want to hear about my other? You want to hear about my other two dreams?
I know. I'm kind of interested in this Argonian.
Sorry, it's a lizard
Dude,
person.
how are you constantly dying, man?
He was trying to kill me. I just ran by him on my horse.
No, I like being Argonians because, you know, I don't have to worry about breathing underwater.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's
He was just, you know, he was just trying to kill me. So I kind of just ran right by him.
There are so many missions in Skyrim where being an Argonian is such an advantage. Because, like, in what is one for the Thieves Guild, where the entire chamber gets filled up with water. It doesn't give you time to focus on gathering the loot from the killed enemy. You just gotta swim and go. But with an Argonian, you can take as much fucking time as you want. I love it.
Except unless you have a potion of water breathing.
Which doesn't last all that long, and you can't redo another potion once that one's finished.
Extended potion of water breathing.
I'd really rather just enchant some armor to be able to do that.
would too.
I'm fairly certain you can. I just never got that good with the whole enchanting shit.
Yeah, I'm not very good with it either.
Not to beat a dead horse, Agent, but I need those bills intact.
Oh, so do you want to hear my other dream or not?
Crispy means
I do. I don't know about him.
Yes, I do. Just
self-killed in the process. Crispy agents
Alright,
are
so
what
my
you
other
think they
dream, it happened right here in town. I live in Los Alamos, but I'm at a higher elevation than my old hometown, Santa Fe, which is 50 miles away. So,
You are now entering a
one day it
contaminated
just
area.
started raining. And it, like, literally, it started raining. I don't even know where,
Now leaving the
like, I don't even
contaminated
know when
area.
it started raining or why it started raining. But, it was raining. So, I woke up. No, I didn't wake up. God damn, let me get it straight. Just give me a sec.
Try to get it first.
Alright, well, while we give you a sec, I really wish Skyrim was multiplayer.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
soon.
earlier too.
What?
It's gonna be soon.
How?
They're making a multiplayer version of Skyrim.
They
No
fucking
one
better.
fucking knows this. I mean, everybody who plays Skyrim knows this.
I have not played Skyrim since the PS3 days.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I have Legendary Edition on the PC. So, you know, I get all those Steam mods and shit. Which, from what I hear, there's now mods available for the PlayStation 4 version.
Yes.
That's absolutely awesome. However, I don't have the money to buy the game for PS4 right now. But PC version, I have it, right? And my PC ain't fucking good enough to run the game very fast unless I have it on low settings with all the DLC downloaded. So I have to play without the DLC, and if I want it to run quick, which sucks because the game is so much more beautiful when you can play it on at max settings and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And
So I got it straightened out.
alright.
Oh god, it took me long enough. So, what happened was my town of Los Alamos and pretty much the entire rest of the world was flooding. So we had to escape the town. We had to get out of town. We went down the street. We just, you know, sort of swam down the street and found some hang on, gotta read this sign. Here it is. Alright. So, we found a raft. We got a raft, and we were supposed to raft down the road. We were rafting down, you know, the mountain. During that time, I, you know, went into labor, had the baby. It was so weird. Like, one minute it wasn't there, the next it was. So, we were going down, and I decided it was high time I rescued my parents. So we went and found my parents, and we got them on board. But, for some reason,
strain virus, and that place was like looking for needles in a haystack. But damned if you didn't pull it off. I can't wait to get my hands on them.
the town my parents live in, my old hometown, Santa Fe,
Buying the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming there
has
is
less water than the town I live in now. Even though this town is the higher elevation. So basically, higher up had more water than lower down. Yeah, and for some reason I woke up a little while after that, not understanding what the hell was going on. But with my third one, my dad and I were on a road trip like we used to be when I was a kid, and I hadn't quite had the baby, but we were trying to prepare for it, because, you know, I was pretty far along. Yeah, as I said, women that are pregnant literally have the babies in their dreams. So what happened was the world started flooding. My dad's moving truck was able to clear the water in most places. So we were riding in his truck, and we stopped at a store, and we picked up several items, and the store was half flooded, and like half the stuff was looted out and everything. So then we decided to go and save my sister, who was an idiot. She actually ran off with her husband when she was still 17. Got married when she ran off on her 18th birthday to live with a guy. She got pregnant at 17. Mom wasn't too pleased with her. So we decided to go help her. And we managed to get her safely, but not her husband. Thank God.
I'm hearing echoes on your screen. I mean, on your voice chat.
Sorry. I don't think it's mine. I think it's somebody else's this echoing
The dark
line.
zone's walled off, and with good reason. It's where the infection hit hardest, to the point where no one, not
Hang
us,
on, and
not
I'll figure it
LMB,
out.
not anyone could hold
I mean, normally I would say it's mine, but I'm wearing earbuds.
I am too.
Alright, hang on.
Yeah, that works.
Oh God, Jared, it's yours.
You gotta be shitting me.
I'm not shitting you, it's yours. I'm
Fucking.
not shitting you.
You know, I heard a joke recently. Well, actually, it wasn't even a joke. It was this comedian doing Q&A, and somebody asked him about a problem. Something to do. Give me a second.
When sexually active, fuck each other.
Is this better?
No.
Is that better? Russian consulate's not the next one. Did you forget about Amherst's apartment?
You were okay when I said no the first time. I'm sorry. Now I can't hear you.
God dang it! How about now?
I could hear.
Yeah, that's better.
Fucking shit! People can't hear me. I feel like I'm in a damn Sprint commercial. Because that's who that dude works for now. Yeah, but the guy who did the "Can you hear me now" is now working with Sprint.
AT&T. Yeah. Wasn't it AT&T?
No, that was Carrot Top.
Oh God. Yeah.
Alright, Jared, where
Oh
are you at?
God. Yeah, you sound better. Don't worry.
Well, good.
Are you already in the mission? Because I just joined you.
No, I'm not in the mission, you ass.
To see what it looks like on me.
What the hell? Not the freaking Russian consulate though. This one, General Assembly.
No, that's not even a medical mission, man.
I feel really bad. I have to go pee, but I don't want to get up.
Look, I want to pee, but I don't want to get up.
I don't even want to answer that with anything because I'm still streaming.
Hey Moon, you really should move to.
Well, I mean, this is a fun stream, technically. I'm not playing for challenges and shit. But seriously, dude, I'm on the west side of the dark zone. Like.
Yeah, you're that blue circle,
I'm
right?
on the east side of your map.
Get your ass over here and heal me.
You're that blue circle in General Assembly, right?
No.
This is Dagger. Over.
Wait, who's that Blue Circle General Assembly then? Is that-
You.
Sighting of Bliss at the UN compound.
I'm not the Blue Circle.
Set up in the
I'm the
Grand
freaking
Assembly building behind heavy
other circle.
fortification and a wall of those fucking turrets.
There's another circle at General Assembly. That's because that is a main mission. Not a medical wing, not a wing mission. It's not an encounter. It's not a side mission. It's an actual main mission. Like that one you get for Dark
The
Zone.
Russian consulate? Because that's the medical mission.
Lighthouse, this is Dagger. Over.
Look, I am at the checkpoint for Dark Zone 3 West. Get fast travel there, leave outside of the Dark Zone, and revive my ass.
I'm not in the Dark Zone, dude. I'm on the opposite end of you.
I'm telling you where I'm at. Damn.
I know where you're at.
No, I'm not at General Assembly. I'm telling you where I'm at.
I know where you're at.
Well, then get here and revive my ass. Damn.
How the hell did you die? That's my question.
Because the enemies outside of missions are also your level.
Oh, wow. And I can't even fast travel to you, dude. I have to walk all the way over there.
You can't fast travel to a checkpoint?
No, I can fast travel to like a safe house, but I can't fast travel to you.
I'm like right next to a Dark Zone 3 checkpoint.
I know, I cannot fast travel to you. It won't let me. Because I just tried like 2 seconds ago and it won't let me, it will not let me.
I understand not fast traveling to me, but can you fast travel to the checkpoint that I'm right next to?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Jeez, it's so frustrating talking with you, man.
It's confusing talking to you!
Dude, I keep asking you, do you want to do the Russian consulate? You say nothing. You're just all quiet.
No, I told you earlier. I guess you didn't hear me. Did you not see the medical mission, Amherst's apartment?
No, I did not. I only saw the other one.
Yeah, we got Amherst's apartment and then Russian consulate.
Yeah, but I didn't see the other one. I only saw the Russian consulate one.
Well, to be honest, I forget about Amherst myself a lot. Oh, fuck it. Can I just respawn at that?
Alright, let me tag you so that I can actually get to you without getting fucking lost. And try and find the fastest route to get to you. It'll be this way.
Observing the
Enter this door. All the way out.
Take 7th Avenue all the way up to West 34th Street.
I'm coming towards you right now.
Yeah, I see you on the map.
I just passed by all the JTF just now. Since you played this game more than I have a question for you. When I'm running at full speed, how come my character stops? Is that like a stamina thing?
I don't know. Because I think I've seen that before with my own characters, but I don't know, because I'm fairly certain once you start running, you should be able to run indefinitely as long as you don't hit no roadblocks or anything.
But you know what I'm pissed off about a little bit?
What's up?
My ex seems to think this kid isn't his.
How is it not his? When you've been with nobody but
I don't
him.
know. He's saying that time doesn't match up.
Time doesn't fucking match up. It's not like you can get yourself pregnant.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Unless you're an alien.
No.
No, I mean like an
Follow
alien,
me.
Like from outer space, not like an illegal alien.
He's never been known to believe me.
Well, he's a
Well,
piece
we all
of
know
shit
that you cannot have
anyways.
a kid by yourself.
What pisses me off is I know for a fact it says baby.
You're so done.
Well, I
The only
mean,
reason I'm pregnant again is because my birth control failed.
the only reliable birth control is making it so that you can never have kids again.
That is something I don't want to do right now. Because I want to be a mom.
Well, technically you're already a mom. The issue is whether or not you want to have kids with someone who will actually treat and respect you right.
Thing is, I don't think he's going to, so I'll have to take care of the baby on my own. I have a friend who hopefully, if his, if his father's okay with it, not in the sense of, daddy lives with. It's a matter of he pays rent, but his dad still stays with him.
So it's more like,
if his dad's okay with me, if his dad's alright with me, he will let me move in with him.
well, that's cool.
Yeah. It's just his dad's never met me, so he wants to make sure his family's okay with me. So.
You know, loving, every time I see Hell's Kitchen, I'm like, are we gonna run into the Daredevil?
I know, right?
What? I have never
the movie
seen Hell's
Daredevil?
Kitchen.
Daredevil.
Oh
The
yeah,
movie
yeah.
Daredevil?
I was about to mention that.
Cause we can go to Hell's Kitchen on the Division, and I swear every time I come here, I feel like I'm gonna run into the Daredevil.
I haven't played it yet.
I actually have that movie Daredevil.
I don't.
You like it? You like this game just as much as the Destiny? No, I'm talking to Moon. If she doesn't have this game, like if she gets it, she'll probably like it just as much.
Yeah, that's if I get it.
At some point, she'll probably be on it.
I
more than
can't
Destiny
buy
anyway.
and install a game without my ex's permission because it's his
Wow, that's retarded.
PS4, and I had to sell mine so that we would be able to buy our new apartment.
Oh.
Fucking asshole! You should be able to download what you want if you had to give up yours.
Exactly.
Like, I'm the one who gave it up. You should let me have what I fucking want. You know?
No. He keeps bringing it around. You made the choice to do it. I don't have to do shit.
Well, then he's a lazy ass bastard. That's
Yeah, punch him in his face.
No.
Oh, you're pregnant with this kid. You might as well do it. Hormones and everything. We can't sue you for that.
No, it's because he works as a security guard. And if he did get physical, it could... If I did get physical, it could cause more problems.
Being a security guard doesn't always mean he knows how to fight. Or that he's even that strong.
He knows self-defense, and he will use it.
If a man uses self-defense... If a man uses any kind of...
Plus, is if he uses self-defense training against me, he could be thrown in jail for it because he is not supposed to use it outside of work unless in case of emergency.
Yeah, and his ex, who he is having a kid with, and has had a kid with, punches him, he should fucking take it.
I don't hit people.
Well, maybe that's half the problem, you know?
No. I don't hit people because I lose.
Oh, if I hit people, trust me, I'll lose control too, and I can literally take them out with like one strike. I know exactly where to hit them.
I lose.
Oh, I do too. Trust me, I lose control too. If I was to somebody, they would die.
I
with
have
one
given
swing.
my
That's
sister
exactly it.
so many bruises that I deeply regret that I do not. I have never. Have
Hey,
not.
you got a good heart.
Well, I did lose control once, and that was the first time in 5 years. He started it.
You know, I'm not sure I've ever thrown a punch to anyone.
Well, you're lucky until you actually get punched by the person you care about.
I've been there.
Or rammed into a door.
I had my head rammed into the edge of a school locker 12 times in a row.
Smacked up the backside of your head that smacked so hard that you needed to black out.
In high school, I got blindsided by one dude.
That's classmates, not your ex.
No, he wasn't even a classmate. I called him a bitch the other day because I thought he was the one who locked me in the school bathroom during lunchtime. And it was someone else, I guess. And he came up, punched me inside my face because he kept... Like, I was walking to school the week after I called him a bitch. And he... doesn't follow me to school, but they come up in an alley on my way, like the school property is 5 feet away, you know, and he keeps talking to me. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go around this bitch. I'm not even talking to him. And he gets out of the car, keeps yelling behind me, and then out of nowhere I get blindsided. Tears are coming out of my eyes. I'm on my knees. And as soon as I make sense to get up, I look behind me. The asshole fucking ran. I'm like, who's gonna throw a fucking punch and run?
A pussy.
Right. Well, no, because just because someone's a pussy doesn't mean they won't fight.
Not from what I've seen and what I've been through.
I forget the point of all what I was saying.
I don't know, something about getting hit in the back of the head.
You're an
blah, blah, blah.
inspiration.
I don't know.
Something to do with her ex-boyfriend throwing a punch and I don't know, some shit.
I don't know. I lost track.
Alright, so are we doing this mission or what?
Yeah, we're doing it. I've been running to it the whole damn time.
I was already halfway there, dude. I was about to enter. And you're just like all the way back there.
It was more of the fact of being afraid.
I'm not afraid of anyone ever hurting me. Not because I feel like I'm gonna get it back at him. No.
I'm afraid of being yelled at. I'm afraid of being everything I have ever done to do is I'm afraid of being told
Well. Never let. Well.
I'm afraid of being hurt. I'm afraid of being alone.
Well, except for the alone thing, I've learned and have known for countless years that there's always going to be mistakes. There's always going to be people putting you down and shit. And it's not so much choosing not to listen to them. It's just more, you know what, fuck you. I know what's right. I know how to do shit. You don't agree with it, fine. But if you try and get in a fight with me about it, I can take your ass to court. That's not exactly how I wanted to say all that, but
Hey, trust me, it's actually pretty scary being hit by a boyfriend and he don't know how to defend himself.
I'll tell you what. I had this female friend. We're supposedly best friends, but for a lot of reasons, she's not my best friend. And just, I'm not gonna tell you your name, so you can't just like try and get a hold of her. Hey, you're not really this dude's best friend. I don't need that bullshit in my life.
No, nah.
Anywho.
I just, for me, I leave people's shit to themselves.
Anywho.
Whether or not she's the best friend.
Anywho, like the first few years of our friendship, she's said she was in Taekwondo or some shit, and I asked her several times, huh?
Taekwondo, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and I wanted to spar with her a few times. You know, so I could get some fighting experience. Or at least some info or something. Or just some sparring get some sparring in or some shit. Anyway, regardless of the reason, she refused to do it because she said she would hurt me. And that's absolute bullshit. I get hurt more than my cousins than I would by a professional martial artist. Who knows way more shit than she does.
So.
And that kind of attitude pissed me off. You know, someone who thinks, oh, I don't want to hurt you.
Somebody, you know, when I hear something like that, it's more of you like her, but you don't like something she said to you because it reminds you a little too much of you.
No.
They haven't burned the place down yet.
Oh, I was in love with her a couple times.
One of these cleaners sometime, partially to find out what makes them tick, and
No,
partially to strangle them slowly while he told me.
I'm sorry.
Keyword was, first of all,
Positive. You're making it difficult. Kidding.
keyword was in love with her. And
Ooh, I got some juicy gossip on you now.
trust me, that is not the best gossip you could get on me. It's not.
You got fucked by a man?
No. Nothing that juicy.
Living in your mom's bed even though you were 18.
What? No, I actually didn't hear that.
Sleeping in your mom's bed even though you were 18.
No. I think the last time I went to my mom's bed because I was scared, I was like 7. But, oh my lord.
So what is the most juiciest detail you've ever... What is the juiciest detail about you, huh?
Well, that's a hard one. Could be the fact that I've only ever had sex once. And I was drunk.
You've only ever had sex once? Oh, wow. Wait, how old are you?
26.
Holy crap!
That's...
Hey, no biggie. I was 19 when I first had sex.
I think I was
No.
20...
I was about 19.
No, I might have been 19. I don't know. Now
You
I
want to hear a juicy tidbit about me?
what?
First time I got drunk, I said God's greatest creation was t-shirts.
Now I absolutely disagree with that.
I was drunk at the time. Don't blame me.
Things we say when we're drunk is the shit we actually mean. And that's the damn truth.
Found Amherst's apartment. It's across the courtyard. But it looks like the
Like one time I was drunk.
Giggly and high-pitched when I'm drunk. I'm not drunk right now, by the way.
Oh, if you guys partied with me when I was drunk and high, oh my god, you would laugh yourselves crazy.
Send someone out to round up any survivors and get them
Let
back
me
here safely.
try and put it like
You're
this.
clearing a path for them, so just keep going.
When I'm drunk and high at the same time, first of all, I want to dance. And I don't actually know if I'm terrible at it or not.
What?
Dancing, dude.
Wait, I
dancing.
kind of zoned out. I was learning a lesson from an old man.
I don't know. He said something about when he's drunk and
When
whatever he likes to dance.
you guys
You
should,
know when you are drunk, you actually remember everything you say.
yes.
You are very aware of what you are saying. I did not know that the first time I got drunk.
Well, see, now that's sad.
It was. But I did know the first time I got drunk that it was a good idea to actually to drink water and have a full stomach. I knew the full stomach from when I was a kid, actually. And to drink water when I was eating, because if I didn't, I would wind up with
The apartment is upstairs.
the
If
next
Amherst
day.
is the
And
author of the virus, he must have left some evidence. People like
Now,
that don't
let
destroy
me-
the proof of what
It
they've done.
really helps.
Wait, drinking water the day after drinking?
No, drink water while you're drinking and after the day after you drink because it helps with the migraine. Don't drink seltzer water.
Oh, never drink seltzer water. I even tried drinking that stuff sober. It is nasty, disgusting. Yeah.
Probably wasn't
Don't
looking
drink
for
coffee
documents
or
or hard
Coke,
drives.
because that will
And
make
if you get
you
lucky
throw
and
up.
find Amherst
No.
there,
Here's what you want to
bring him
do.
in so I can ask
After
if
a
he-
heavy
You
night of...
fuck the nearest lady and then
We won't
wake up
get
next
that lucky.
to her and say, "Oh my God, what happened?"
Well, I can dream.
Oh, that didn't happen to me.
What did I do? Wait, what? Did
I said-
that happen to you?
I said that didn't
That's how-
happen to me.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sure I had sex when I was drunk, but I mean, it was on purpose and I wasn't
I hope you found what
worried
we're looking
about
for.
it.
It's high priority, so I routed an extraction chopper for you. But you'll have to secure the rooftop before it can touch down. Don't play with fire. Get the evidence back here safely.
Damn it, what was I saying? You got me all confused.
I did it.
Yeah, you really did.
Fuck.
Alright.
I'm just doing this mission, killing everything for him, and I'm still listening to you guys
Something
talking.
about... Hang on, give me a second, I'll remember it for you. We were talking about something you shouldn't do while drinking or something like that.
Something like that, I think.
He doesn't even remember.
I fucked him up.
Okay. And I'm not even drunk. Isn't that weird?
You're already fucked
Well,
up.
my ADHD. You can blame it on my ADHD.
I blame it on my ADHD, but
My
whatever.
sensors come off when I'm tired. My sensors off. Which is why usually at this time of night I do not play around little kids. Because half of them would run to their mom screaming, saying that I sexually harassed them. I verbally harassed them.
I'm really glad I'm not sharing party audio.
I know. Well, you wouldn't be able to hear me anyways because you wouldn't be able. You wouldn't. Hang on. Give me a sec.
Keep it up,
mine's not
Agent.
set to
We need
be
that
heard
rooftop
either.
cleared so we can...
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, that matters. If you're streaming, I'm the one streaming.
Then if it is set to that, I will apologize to your viewers and say I'm terribly
Let me
sorry
tell you
for the shit I
something. You having it set has no set or not does not matter with my stream. What matters is whether or not I have it set.
I blame him. He did it.
I didn't say a single word. What are you talking about?
We can blame each other all we want, but anyway.
I didn't say it was you now, did I? I said it was him.
I'm talking generally here. Damn it.
Normally, this chopper is for pickups from the dark zone.
Anywho.
Only, pulling out highly contaminated material. For the current op,
When did
we'll
an
make an
owl
exception.
come in here?
What?
I heard anywho.
Woo, woo. I'm an owl in my off time.
I'm sorry. Oh god.
I can't believe that just worked.
What?
I was doing something in the game. I didn't think that would work, and it worked. Anyway, getting drunk. Now, I don't remember everything I was talking about earlier, but I do remember that I do. Anywho, what I wanted to say was,
Your mom got big shit.
are you gonna let me talk?
Yes,
I don't think so. I don't think you're ready to talk because you keep on talking.
Anywho,
You're the one impeding him talking. Great, the owl's back.
I haven't said a single word.
anywho, the best thing to do after a night of heavy drinking is to drink another beer. It helps with the migraine more than anything.
Here, go to the hill. Off the hill, right there.
I'm already in it.
Great, my kid's got a fox again. Hey, the owl seems to have gone.
Anywho.
Oh, great, it's
Dude,
back.
that was him. You the anywho guy.
Great, the owl's back again. Somebody bring me my shovel. Alright, I'll shut up.
Okay, I'm down. You gotta shoot him.
I'm down already.
I've been down, dude.
What?
Yeah, I came down to do the thing and there was like 3 more freaking yellow guys. I'm like, what the hell? So
I was extracting the thing.
I didn't see you go down. That's why I came down.
Oh my gosh.
I exhaled.
Well, it's gonna bring us back to this point anyway. This is a checkpoint.
Hey stream, I'm really glad you guys can't hear what I'm talking about, and if you can, please let me know because I'm not sure if you can. Even though I have 0 viewers at the moment.
Zero viewers at the moment.
Yeah.
Cause I scared them all off.
I had 1 earlier when I started, and I'm not even sure why they left, but they left. But it's fine. I don't give a shit. I'll just stream Darksiders 2 tomorrow and get another 40 views.
I scared him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't want to wait. Throw it at.
Normally, this chopper.
You know, we should all go out partying sometime.
pulling out highly contaminated material.
I kind of made that deal with another one of my
We'll make an
friends.
exception.
Well, we're not friends. We're acquaintances. It's different.
No, why I'm saying that is because one of my friends, when he gets back from the I think it's Marine Corps. I can't remember what it is. I think it's Marine Corps. When he gets back from that, we're all gonna go out to Las Vegas and just party it up.
Well, shit. Oh, I do remember something I was trying to say earlier.
Lighthouse, this is Bluebird 2. Ready to retrieve the package.
More meat?
No.
What were you trying to remember to say?
When I get drunk and high at the same time, because you didn't hear it, or at least you said you didn't hear it,
Lighthouse, this is Bluebird 2.
I
Package acquired.
tend to dance.
Returning to base. Bluebird 2 out.
I love how I made you laugh so much you coughed.
No, I can't laugh very much. It hurts to laugh. It hurts to... Oh, good kid. It hurts to be happy.
Well, you're pregnant, so of course.
Well, you found the reality. You found the reason. Wait, what?
I think because you're pregnant, that's because of your vision. It's gonna hurt when you laugh.
But,
No. It kind of hurts to be pregnant and laugh when you're pregnant. Sometimes it feels like there's abdomen and mama mia. Don't ask.
Mamma Mia. I always wanted to see that.
I don't. I'm sorry. Did somebody smack me yet?
Oh no. I thought you didn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Nah, somebody just needs to give me like a tap on the face.
The chopper with the evidence.
Well, I would do it if I was there.
I know we took civilian losses, but
No,
there
of
would have
course
been a
you
lot
would.
more if you hadn't
And
been
that's
there.
what she said.
Excellent.
Well,
work,
that's the kind of friend I am, okay?
Did you even hear what I said?
Probably just the first part.
Oh no, wasn't really.
Did you even hear what you said?
I'm fairly certain I heard what I said.
He's just like, oh.
Repeat what you said.
I said that's what she said. Because of something you said.
And I said, give me a second.
No!
Okay.
Yes!
Notes were definitely a game changer.
No!
Such a schmuck. I always knew he was a shithead.
Yeah, haven't you two talked to
I
each other?
uploaded a
It's
report on it.
hilarious.
Have a look.
Hey, I've been trying.
I'm just in the background. Just back in there.
I've been sitting here. Wait, what did he say anyways?
Who's saying what? Who are you talking about?
Wait, he said something and I said that's what she said to it. He'd come over and do something. He said that's the kind of friend I am. After I said
no, it's because I said you're pregnant so it hurts when you laugh, and you said something like, yeah, it does.
Well, I heard you.
It feels like a pinching, and then he said something else. I don't know.
I heard you
he
say.
said he'd come help with that or something like that.
I heard you say. Damn it! Let me get a word in. Fuck. Between the two of you, it's like we're on a podcast radio show, I swear.
No, technically she said basically, did somebody come and slap me, and he said I'll do it. That's the kind of friend I am, and then you said something else.
It was her. Yeah.
You're laughing again.
Yeah, I said that's what she said to it.
I heard you say you needed a slap to wake you up.
Yeah, somebody slapped me to wake me up.
I said if I was around there, I would.
Because that's the friend you are.
Exactly. And then somebody said that's what she said while I was saying that, and then we all got confused.
I said that while you were saying that because it put something in my mind. Do you not get it?
I get it. I don't know why I get it.
I'm not sure what I get right now.
I think you're going
I'm asking you if I'm bored. No, I don't quite think I'm bored.
Is the reason you guys are laughing because it has something to do about slapping an ass? I don't.
No, it was about it was about slapping me awake, like little pats.
Okay.
And he said I'd come over. I'd come over and do that.
How do I say this quickly?
No, that was
Hello,
Jerry.
representatives of the U.S. government and the virus relief efforts in Manhattan.
That's why I said that's what she said.
I'm an immunologist of some repute.
Okay, you know what? I'm still confused, so let's drop it.
Since your quarantine began,
Okay. Alright, Jerry, do you have this
It went
pen?
very sexual there. How did he not notice that?
How do I say
Jerry, do
this
you have a
quickly?
full-time MC?
Hello, representatives of the U.S. government and the virus relief efforts in Manhattan.
So calm.
Yeah. MK20 SS on.
Do I have one or do I need one?
You have one. It's a really good gun.
No, I do not have one.
You should get one, dude.
I have your mom. Dude, I like your laugh.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's like a manly giggle.
That makes me afraid of what you'll say about my laugh when you hear it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it. Well,
really
you
have the
told
most
me.
horrible laugh
Why
ever.
haven't you done it yet?
He has the most horrible laugh ever. You do not want to hear it.
I have the most beautiful laugh ever.
I don't think so.
I want to hear it.
I don't know what can make me laugh.
I've been having a very hard time making him laugh.
Now he's gonna force himself to laugh. He's gonna call you stupid.
I'm forcing myself not to laugh, to be honest.
Yeah, when you really need
My
to
stomach growled. I think he's gonna get mad at me. Cause my stomach don't like me no more.
Come in to tell you.
Only if you buy me some pizza.
Oh, I'll buy you some pizza.
What?
And dick fries.
Oh, that.
I want to suck all the ketchup off of them.
Are you purposely trying to make me laugh here?
Yes, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Ah.
You are now entering a safe area.
No, I can laugh like the Joker if I really want to. It was something I got started in high school.
I think if you make you laugh too much, you're gonna have your kid right there on the spot.
No, it's just my ex. Sometimes I get really loud when I laugh, like when I really, really, really laugh.
And a satisfied customer.
My ex hates it. So I really can't.
Nobody's got a better selection.
Alright, Jared, you wanna do the consulate mission?
No,
Yes.
I wanna fuck you. Cause I only do guys. You gotta admit that's what's going around in your head.
My head or his head?
Your head.
My head? I just said, do you want to do that mission?
Well, do you want to do that mission? The mission pertains to guys.
You know, you would be a great comedian.
Give him a little bit of that.
All sales are final.
Nope, I'm straight.
You sure? Because I sure saw you with the other guy over there. You two were smooching it up, going like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Give me some more. Ah, I'm trapped.
Alright, Jared, I'm waiting for you to get over here so we can do this mission.
Give me a second.
That's what she said.
Look who it
Well,
is.
if she said give me a second, then, you know, like, she undresses pretty damn fast.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, what you need? Hey, nothing to worry about.
Okay, no more making Moon laugh because she's getting too sexual now.
I think it's awesome.
Give me some more.
Let me know when you're ready.
Can I have some more, sir?
Please, sir. Can I have some more?
You know, I really wanted to get into theater in high school, but, I forget why I didn't.
I had to play, a Spanglish version
Warning.
of
Now leaving the safe area.
Peter Pan. It was a Spanish-English mix.
Okay.
And I had to play as a Lost Boy. And my Lost Boy character had really smelly feet. And I had to say in Spanish that I had really smelly feet. And my whole school was tormenting me after that.
You know, it was weird for me in high school. Like that one guy said I called a bitch and had issues with. That's really don't...
He suddenly decided to give up and fuck you silly?
No.
You sure?
I'm very sure I would remember that.
He's just sitting over there cackling with glee.
Damn it. Damn it, you made me forget.
Let's start the mission already.
I'm very good at that. You want me to do more?
Agent, we're intercepting LMB radio chatter. It sounds like they picked up the immunologist's message like we did.
Let's see.
Keep the consulate and try to locate him. We'll let you know if we ID any likely hiding spots.
Fuck. Oh yeah, I recall what I was trying to say now. I only had like...
Into a woman's pussy and she's screaming out your name in pleasure.
No, that hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure it will. Once I get with Jennifer Aniston, that is.
What?
Never gonna happen.
Oh, shit yourself!
Give him more. Offer him more. He'll do it.
Nah, I'd rather get with Jennifer Lawrence. If I think that's her name.
The new girl that plays Mystique.
The what?
The girl that played Mystique in
Warning.
I would
Hostiles
rather
inbound
laugh
on
it
your
all
position.
away and be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry, I'll fuck you.
Anyway, you keep distracting me, damn it. Well, what I'm saying is, besides one or two issues, for the most of my high school life, I was pretty damn popular.
Welcome to the wilds of woman. They tend to do shit like this.
What? Distract men with your wiles?
Yep.
Hostiles inbound on your position.
With their womanly wiles. Trust me, you ain't getting away from the lady who set her eyes on you.
So you've set your eyes on me.
Nah, I think I've set my eyes on your dear little friend there.
I must laugh. Almost.
How sad for you. No women
Doesn't
for
help
you.
that you go flaccid every time I see you.
What?
Every time you see me. Nothing.
I'm confused again, so.
I can mutter like you too.
Mutter?
Yeah, I was outright speaking it. I'm just kidding.
What about your mutter?
I was enjoying teasing you. I'm sorry. I went way too far.
I have no problem with women teasing me. It's when they don't follow through that I have an issue.
Wait, what?
Oh, shit.
Wait, did you just say... What? What did you say?
No, he said that he has no problem when women are teasing him, but he has a problem when they don't follow through, and I said that's how all men are.
It's pretty much how all women are too.
That's how the whole freaking opposite thing.
So yeah, pretty much I don't know where to go next. Let's see. Follow him. Alright, I'll follow him to the ends of the earth and back. As long as I get something.
And then you'll kill him when you get back.
Then I can what? When we get back, what?
No.
Follow him to the ends of the earth and back, fuck him, and then kill him.
No, I wouldn't kill him.
Oh, come on. Everyone wants to kill him afterwards.
I'm not a Black Widow.
Although, as I recall, Black Widow is a badass hero. Or villain. I can't remember which.
The Marvel Universe is a big guy.
I don't recall anymore.
My stomach is saying eat me, but I don't want
Oh my god!
Hey.
Did you not even hear that, Levin? No, he did not. Oh, that was incredible.
My stomach is hungry, but I don't want some more bologna. I let
Did you hear it that time?
No, she keeps cutting out.
Oh my lord.
Ooh, oh my god.
Something about jizz or...
My stomach is hungry, but I don't want more bologna. I want some jizz.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Do you not...
Did you get it? This time, did you hear it?
Yeah, I got it.
Why the hell aren't you laughing?
Because I'm not focusing on what you're saying. I'm focusing on killing these bastards.
Oh, damn, man.
God.
You can't multitask.
The woman in the room.
What?
There's some kind of resonance. You and the wall. You must be loving each other.
What? There must be some kind of resonance between you and the wall. You must be loving each other?
Warning. Hostiles
You must
inbound
be
on your
loving each
position.
other.
I mean, if the wall wasn't an inanimate object, I could understand fucking it, maybe, but...
I didn't say fucking it. Wow. Wow, we all know where his mind went to.
Yep.
We all know what's been going on lately. Sex jokes and shit.
His head and his pants.
Nothing's going on in my pants right now, actually.
You sure about that?
I am sure about that.
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Wow, I'm amazed. He must be the most controlled man in the world.
You wouldn't be half wrong there.
Give me more,
Because I'm fairly certain monks are more in control of their bodily systems than I am.
No, even monks can't control it every time.
I'll tell you what. Shit. I can't say this on the stream though. Damn it. I'll tell you guys later.
That's what you get for streaming.
Agent, I'm not sure exactly what to tell you to look for, but Chernenko will have been working somehow, even through this. So, notes, journals, anything like that, be on the lookout, okay?
Then get off your stream. Why are you streaming?
Exactly.
Because I want to have fun and I want people to see the random shit that happens to me.
Like you come in, like you having a woman screaming your name?
No. No, that's not random.
You cowboy.
What?
She's riding on top, and you were swerving.
Less work for me.
You wanted some people to see the kind of shit that happened to you. Well, watch out what kind of shit you do.
What?
You might have some footage there of a lady.
Okay.
Lady.
Okay,
Just
listen.
taking it a bit too far.
What I mean to say is that I wanted to have fun tonight, and believe me, I've had that fun talking to you guys. But I also want to get a video on my YouTube, so I decided to stream. I did not expect you to be in the conversation at all. I expect you to just be me and Loving playing The Division all night.
Your shape tech's picking up a lot of hardware.
You're playing
But I don't know what she's doing
Skyrim.
with all that processing power. Under normal circumstances, probably spying. Now, odds are...
Anyway, I think I'm going to end my stream here. If you guys liked it or hated it, whichever, doesn't matter. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know the next time I go live, and peace out and good night. And don't blame me, blame the people I'm talking to!